So, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, my friends and subscribers. So, I am going to start a course on active harmonic filter and its implementation. So, normally today in process and power industry, harmonic is a problem. Okay, and people are trying to uh, bring down that harmonic content extensively. So today we are just without going to much more mathematics. Today we are going to discuss very simply by simulation that what is this harmonic filter. So there will be passive harmonic filter, active harmonic filter and all. But before going to that, this first lecture is just to understand what it is and how it could be suppressed. Okay, so naturally, when the loads are linear, absolutely there will be not a problem. So when the loads are nonlinear or switching load, like when we are if there is a heater, more or less it's purely resistive, so it's a linear load. But when the load is inductive, or the mixture of inductive and resistive, naturally the loads are called nonlinear load, and which will produce the distorted waveform. So what is harmonic? I think you all might be aware that rather than the fundamental frequency, the other frequency will be added with the current signal or the voltage waveform. So it will produce the harmonic. Okay. So let us go for a simple simulation to understand that. You see here, I have in this case, I have used a source, 100 volt 50 hertz, and here I have given the resistance of load as 10 ohm. Okay, so now if you simulate it, so this is my linear load, and you see there is a pure sinusoidal waveform we are getting. So absolutely the current waveform is not distorted. Okay, so now if you take the FFT, you see you will only get the component at fundamental. You see it is, you are getting, this is the 50 hertz. So this is 50 hertz. You see 50 hertz, and you are getting an amplitude of 10 ampere, because your voltage amplitude was 100 and resistive load was 10. So 100 by 10, that is equal to 10. Now instead of that, here I am using one rectifier. So single phase rectifier, I have used the same voltage. Now let us see what should be the nature of the waveform, and here I have given one nonlinear load. This is, I think, 100 millihenry, and this is 12 ohm. Okay, whatever may be. Just we are interested about the, now we will see the current waveform, input current waveform. Now you see it is not sinusoidal. Okay, now if you take the FFT, see these are the so many compared to rather than the fundamental, we are getting so many other components. You see this is the fundamental, there is a amplitude of around 6.19 ampere. So this is this is 150 hertz, that means third harmonic, whose amplitude is around 2 volt 2 ampere, and this is 250 hertz, which is amplitude is around 1.15 or 1.2 ampere. Now simply, rather than going any electronics or anything, any electrical engineering concepts, by applying simple mathematical concept, let us try to suppress this 150 hertz peak and 250 hertz peak. So as from here we have understood that the 150 hertz component amplitude is around 2 ampere and 250 hertz component amplitude is around 1.2 ampere. Now simply, if with the load waveform I can subtract these two I can subtract these two, then I will get these two peaks can be suppressed. So for what I have done, I have taken that this is that input load current, and with that I have subtracted one value. What is that? As I told, the 150 hertz component having a peak amplitude of 2 ampere, so I have given 2, and another this 250 hertz component having an amplitude of 1.2 ampere, so that too I have subtracted. Now let us see the comparison. Okay, so this is my actual, which is the which is happening due to that this kind of distorted waveform we are obtaining due to the rectifier. Okay, so now I am, this is the, once I have subtracted the component of 150 hertz, I will get this kind of current waveform, and further if I subtract the component of 250 hertz, so you see it is going slowly towards the sine wave. So if we are able to subtract all the component, then you will get a pure sine wave. Okay, so this is the first picture. First waveform is far away from sine wave. After subtracting the third harmonic component, we are getting slightly sine wave component. After further subtracting the 250 hertz component, it is nearly coming towards the sinusoidal component. Now it will be very clear once we take the effect. Okay, now only I will concentrate on that area only. Okay, now you see this is the fundamental component. So 50 hertz component, for all the cases it is around 6 ampere. Now you see in the non-filtered output input waveform, the 150 hertz component was around 1.2 ampere. Now once I added that you see in the second waveform, this peak has been suppressed, but I have not done anything about that 250 hertz. So that's why that 250 hertz component still it is available. Now what is that value? That value is around 1.16 ampere. Now in the in the circuit, you see in the second case I have subtracted a 250 hertz component of a peak amplitude 1.2 ampere. Once that is done, you see this is that waveform. So there again that 250 hertz component has been suppressed. Okay, so the harmonic filter is nothing but to eliminate that, rather than the fundamental, whatever the frequency component existing in the waveform, that is to be subtracted. Okay, so this can be done using a filter. It's a static filter or passive filter, we can tell. It's a combination of L and C. So we will create a resonance path. In resonance path, the amplitude, the impedance will be 0, and suddenly that component will be bypassed through neutral. Okay, so these are the method called passive filtration, where we can after analyzing the load, that input waveform, we can see the what are the frequency component is existed rather than the fundamental. So based on that, I will create a resonance path through which all the unwanted frequency will be bypassed. Okay, this is one technique which is called passive filter. It's a combination of L and C. Another thing is continuously you monitor what are the other amplitude are existed in the waveform rather than the fundamental, and you inject just opposite of that waveform to the input waveform. So what will happen? It is just subtracted, and you will be getting the pure sinusoidal waveform continuously. This concept, the second thing, is called the active filter. Okay, so hope the harmonic filter concept is pictorially or by simulation it is now clear to all. So in the next lecture we will go for the active filtration, passive filtration. Then we will go for the active filtration, and we will implement it also. I will tell you. So there are microcontroller codings are involved. So one by one I will be explaining that. Okay. Thank you so much.